you put inside? I don't want this white sauce. I want chili sauce. This sauce is mayonnaise. It's nice. Have a try. Huh? What? Mayonnaise? What is that?
What is mayonnaise? Mayonnaise is a cold condiment sauce or dressing commonly used in sandwiches or hamburger. Its color is very from near white to pale yellow, while its texture is from black cream to a thick gel.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, simple ingredient can make a nice sauce. Oh, but what is the origin of mayonnaise? Malaysia, Singapore, or Thailand? No. All wrong. The origin of mayonnaise is
The origin of mayonnaise. The leading belief is that the concept for the original mayonnaise sauce was brought back to France in 1756 when French Duke Richelieu captured Port Mahon on the Spanish island of Minorca. When preparing the victory feast, the Duke chef realized that there was no cream in the kitchen. The Duke chef was then forced to substitute olive oil for the cream in a sauce. Unexpectedly pleased with the result, the chef named the new sauce mayonnaise in honor of the Duke victory. There are various reasons given for the evolution of the word to mayonnaise, from typographical error to the Old French word for moyen, egg yolk, and manière, to stir or to blend.
Oh, bonjour! It comes from French. Yeah, you are right. Actually, this sauce is very easy to make. Oh, really? Do you know how to make it? Of course.
Process of making mayonnaise.
There are two processes of making mayonnaise which are homemade and manufactured. How to make homemade mayonnaise? These are the ingredients of making mayonnaise, which are oil, salt, egg, water, mustard, and vinegar. Raw of ingredients, which are oil, is the main ingredient of making mayonnaise. Egg play important role in emulsifying, stabilizing, flavoring, and coloring. Vinegar provide flavor and preservation. Mustard adding flavor provide thickening, emulsification, and antibacterial quality. Salt can enhance flavor and act as preservative. These are the steps to make mayonnaise. First, prepare your food processor. Second, add the egg to the bowl of your food processor and process about 20 seconds. Third, add mustard, vinegar, and salt, then process for another 20 seconds. Fourth, slowly add the oil and in tiny drops until about a quarter of the oil has been added. Fifth, taste the mayonnaise and adjust with additional salt and vinegar. For manufacture of mayonnaise, batch method is used. The ingredient is same with the homemade mayonnaise except emulsifier, nutritive carbohydrate, sweetener, stabilizer, and thickeners, sequencers, color additive, and antioxidants are added. What to do before start? Before starting the first batch, the entire system should be checked to make certain that all pipe joints are tight. The valve at the discharge port should be those the mouth set at a clearance of about 0.5 to 1 to 1.5 mm. In making the premix, the following procedure can be used. First, add the egg material, the dry ingredients, and about 1/3 of water and blend thoroughly. The oil is then fed into the tank with the agitator running. This is to incorporate the oil into water phase as quickly as possible, forming a very weak pre-emulsion, leaving the final emulsification to be accomplished by the colored milk. When about one-half the oil has been incorporated, start adding the balance of the water and vinegar, and when it is all incorporated, continue mixing until premix has a smooth, uniform appearance. Turn off agitator and discharge premix through the colloid mill. Then, when the batch is discharged to a point just below the agitator wheels, turn off pump and mill, shut valve, and now start discharging batch from second premixer, which was produced when the first batch was being discharged. Nitrogen is added in a process called sparring. It helps sweeten the mayonnaise. At the end of working day, the material can be completely removed from the tank and pipelines, saving it as premier for the following day's production. The entire system is then sanitized and sterilized.
The chemical properties of mayonnaise. Okay, these are several chemical properties of mayonnaise. Chemical properties is describe the potential to undergo some chemical change to or reactivity by knowing the composition. Okay, the most common chemical properties to find out is pH value. Okay, first I will go to dispersibility and emulsion type. Okay, dispersibility, for example, oil in water emulsion can be dispersed in and diluted by water. Okay, next, water in oil emulsion can be dispersed in and diluted by oil. For mayonnaise, is oil in water emulsion. Okay, like in the screen, there is a picture of oil in water emulsion. Okay, second, I go to the hydrophile and lipophile balance. Okay, hydrophile and lipophile balance value is calculated to know the chemical composition and the extent of ionization of an emulsifier. Okay, there are value range for hydrophile and lipophile balance, which is from 1 to 20. Okay, for less than 9 is lipophile, which is water in oil. Okay, 11 to 20 is oil in water emulsion. Okay, from 9 to 11 is intermediate. Okay, for mayonnaise, the combination of 2 or more emulsifier will make a different HLB value and the mayonnaise will be more stable. Okay, lastly, I go to the pH and acidity. pH and acidity are determined to ensure the shelf stability. Okay. For mayonnaise, the optimum pH is 3.6 to 4.0 pH and the desired acidity is 0.29 to 0.50 acid. Okay. If the finished product is more than this range, the risk of microbial growth to grow and affect the mayonnaise will greatly increase. Okay, that's all from chemical properties of mayonnaise.
Welcome to physical properties part. So here I have an example of mayonnaise. So let's have a look at the physical properties of this mayonnaise. First, smell. The smell of this mayonnaise is sour and creamy. Second, taste. I think this mayonnaise suitable use as a condiment because it's cheap and creamy. Third, color. In a factory, usually they will measure the color of the mayonnaise by using colorimeter. If you look at this, the color of the mayonnaise is whitish. The color of mayonnaise usually whitish, cream, or pale yellow. Fourth, viscosity. By looking at this is like a thick gel texture. In a factory, they will measure the viscosity of mayonnaise by using viscometer. That's all from my part. Now, it's time for you to do your own physical properties of mayonnaise. Have fun!
Application of mayonnaise.
What can mayonnaise used for in our daily life? Firstly, it can enhance our food like potatoes, chicken breast, grilled fish. Besides that, it also can be used to make cheese, make the breadcrumbs stick to fish, and yeah, very surprisingly that it can use to bake a moist chocolate cake. Secondly, mayonnaise can be used as a cleansing purpose. It can remove our sticker residue, remove the crayon marks, and shine stainless steel. In addition, it also can polish our piano keys and remove the watermarks from wood. Lastly, mayonnaise also have the function of beauty. It can condition our hair, relieve our sunburn, and yeah, it can be used to make the homemade facial. Next, it can remove our dead skin and kill head lice and strengthen our fingernails.
Allow me to share with you on how can such properties of mayonnaise being applied in our daily life. So even though mayonnaise itself is actually originated from French, however, it has been widely spread in different countries across the whole world, where it has already adapted into the local cultures of the countries itself. So now I'm going to bring you to discover on how can mayonnaise being applied in different countries. So the first dish that I'm going to introduce to you is actually the aioli, which is invented by the Spanish. So aioli is actually a condiment that is created by adding egg yolks, garlic, and also olive oil into a creamy dip where they actually eat it with fried potatoes and also tortillas. Yeah. And the second dish is actually from Russia. So it's actually called salad Olivier. So it's basically a classic potato salad, which is cooked with diced ham, beets, and also peas. Yeah, it's a traditional dish of Russian people. And the third dish is actually from Mexico. It's called elote, if I'm not pronouncing it wrongly. So it's actually a grilled corn cob where Mexicans will actually slather it with mayonnaise sauce and they will garnish it with chili powder, cheese, and also lime. And the fourth dish is actually French fries. So it's actually from the Netherlands, where the Netherlands people actually love to serve French fries with mayonnaise sauce as a dip sauce. Yeah. And last but not least, we have the chocolate cake. So it's actually from the Americans, where the Americans actually use mayonnaise sauce as a rich base for their moist chocolate cake. Yeah. So here is actually a fun fact that I would like to share with you all about mayonnaise. So in case if you actually have a misconception on Americans being the ones that actually consume the most mayonnaise in the world, you are actually wrong, because Russians apparently is the one that consume the most mayonnaise in the world, where they actually eat an average of 5.1 kilograms of mayonnaise per capita compared to Americans that consume 1.9 kilograms. So apparently, Russians is the country, like the country that consume the most mayonnaise in the world.